Thank you, everybody. That's basically what this video is going to be about. I know it's not much, but 200 for me is, that's 200 people that thought I was worth it to click the subscribe button. This video is going to be, more an update video and a thank you video at the same time, because I'm going to talk about a lot, I'm going to talk a lot about, what the stuff I've been doing the past couple of days, why there hasn't been any Darkwood the past 2 days or so. But I'm also just going to talk about what I'm thinking on doing just for 200 subscribers, because I've been thinking about doing, something special for just 200. Normally you'd do something special for maybe 1,000 or something like that, but I kind of want to get into the habit of learning how to do new things and to kind of open up my range of possibility and be able to do different kinds of things. And I think live streaming is that kind of thing. I could get into that. It's never going to take over YouTube, but it's going to kind of be a fun pastime if I'm just not doing anything at the time, and I can set up a live stream, and then you guys can come join me and we can, talk and play some games together, Now, I don't know how to say thank you, because I didn't actually expect to get to 200 in the past couple of days, because I don't know, I just didn't expect it. And then I look at my subscriber count, and hey, it's at 200, and, all I have to say is, thank you. I did just, my phone just locked itself. But anyways, I'm thinking about doing a live stream in the next week or two, celebrating 200 subscribers, 200, and more so on that though. There's a little bit of a complication here. I don't know, you guys are pretty much gonna choose what I play here or on the stream, because it's either gonna be, just a Darkwood stream, which is, I don't know how long the stream's gonna be, by the way. I don't know how long I'm gonna make it, or, whatever. But yeah, there's gonna be a live stream eventually, at least in the next 2 weeks. Somewhere in between now and the next 2 weeks, there's not going to be one next week, just because I'm going to be at my mom's, and I can't record there, let alone do a whole entire live stream, so that's not happening. But yeah, not next week, but the week after that, one of those days is going to be a live stream day, and I'm going to, keep warning you guys about it, telling you guys. I'm going to start, figuring out a set date, when, the day that I'm going to do it, and you guys are going to, know about it, and you'll be able to join me. And if you can't, that's, that sucks, but, not everyone lives in the same time zone and stuff like that. But, yeah, honestly, I just, when I started this, YouTube is a really weird thing. The fact that there's so many people on it trying to get what other people have gotten, first of all, it makes it extremely difficult to, stand out. There's so many people, that could be like you. So many people that could be almost exactly like you, or better than you. And there'd really be no reason to subscribe to you if there is somebody better than you. And if there's somebody that's just more interesting, more funny, whatever. It makes it extremely difficult to get noticed. And what people resort to is, messaging people over YouTube and, telling them to check out their channel or whatever, They'll pick out names from the comments and message them over YouTube, or, whatever, like something like that. And they'll post comments, saying, hey, come check out my channel. I know this self-advertisement thing is, pretty cheesy, and it's a terrible idea, and it's stupid, and I know, but I think I have good content. You should check me out. And then people actually do, and they actually get noticed faster than they should. So my kind of take on this is that you kind of get noticed at the rate that you deserve. on YouTube. YouTube is a very, you know, I don't know, it's a very, liquid place. It changes all the time. With every, update to the website, every time a new YouTuber gets, really big, because it doesn't take much time for at least an average YouTuber to get actually, start getting extremely well known, like Northern Lion and Mathis. Mathis is actually growing extremely fast right now, and he's starting to get up there with Northern Lion, and they've never really been competitive, but they've been, they're friends, and I can understand how it would be a little bit of a competitive business. You want to be better, you want to be as close, in the same line of subscriber counts as your friends, and whatever. But YouTube is kind of like I don't know, it's definitely difficult to do if you don't do it that way, if you don't advertise yourself on, in other people's comment sections. And I see this all the time, and it makes me sick sometimes, because I've never done this. I've never done this personally. The only thing I ever did, and I'm gonna come clean about this, is I personally inbox people that I thought I saw on people, like when I would watch people, YouTubers that I would watch. I would go down in the comment section, and I would choose out some people that I think would enjoy my videos, and then I'd inbox them through the YouTube messaging system, and I'd make a personalized message and I'd say, hey, I think you'd like my content. Would you mind checking me out and giving me some feedback, maybe down in the comment section, or just send a private message back to me? And it actually kind of worked, but it made me realize that these people didn't want to find me. They just got these messages, and they were just they're pushed in the direction of me by me, and I don't think that should be how it is. I think you should get the attention that you deserve, because eventually, if you're really good at doing this kind of thing, and you're really entertaining and stuff like that, of course you're gonna get big. You're obviously, people enjoy you. Everybody enjoys you and stuff like that. So obviously people are gonna congregate and kind of grow in a small community to a medium community into a large community, and eventually you'll just become a known figure, and most people will know about you, at least. Now, the thing I want to talk about is 200 subscribers is such a small amount compared to other people, but to me, that's, I can't fit that many people in my house, almost. That's a lot of people, man. And it's just going to keep growing. There's nothing that can stop this growth that just happens, and it kind of happens just spontaneously. I don't really check who subscribes to me. All I check is that little sub count, the number. It changes every once in a while, and I think most of the time it changes by 2 or 3, and it kind of catches me off guard, and that's why it caught me off guard this time. That's why this video is going to be coming out a little later than it should be. But it definitely caught me off guard. I didn't think I'd get to it, now. And I feel like I should say thank you to everyone that, at least to everyone that's subscribed and is, watching my videos. There's, obviously there's tons of people that aren't up to date on my videos, or just aren't on YouTube anymore, and they subscribe to me, and then they haven't been on YouTube in however long, and they never unsubscribed to me. So it's like, I have a bunch of inactive subscribers. Everyone has that. That's how the world is. And that partly is my fault, because I do have such an inconsistent rate of uploads, especially lately. So yeah. And even in the past, when I used to do Minecraft and stuff like that, I would definitely take breaks, and the only reason I would take breaks in the past is because my computer, you know, it was just frustrating for me to play while recording because my computer wasn't good enough and it would drop my performance in game a lot. And I think that's what contributed most to my super long break. I took a really long break a while back, way back. Most of you people, you know, you new guys don't know about this because it was such a long time ago. This is going to be a long video, by the way. This is, wow, I've been rambling for a while. Already 10 minutes. But yeah, I take these hiatuses and, you know, vacations, whatever you call them, mostly because either one, I just don't have time, which honestly, that's an excuse. I always have time to do this stuff. It's either I'm just too tired, too lazy, or whatever, and I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to tell myself that this is something that I want to do, you know, at least as a hobby, you know, where, you know, at least a good amount of people enjoy what I do, and I want to do this as something that I, you know, a bunch of people take happiness in. They're excited for the next video I put out and stuff like that. And I know there's a bunch of you out there that, you know, are excited for every time I upload a video. But I mean, I'm thinking about transforming this into something that can both one, be profitable and entertaining for me, and also entertaining for other people and making other people happy, because that's really what this YouTube thing is about. It's making other people happy, and that's really, if you're not making people happy, then why would they, you know, even watch your videos in the first place? So it's really, YouTube is really just a good place to make people happy at. That's basically what YouTube is for, and that's basically the only way you can succeed is by making your viewers happy. And that's what I try to do my best in, and I know I don't get a lot of criticism. I get, you know, really good, like, feedback and, you know, about the game that I'm playing currently, and, you know, they tell me stuff what to do, and, you know, I get likes and stuff like that, and I haven't gotten a dislike in, like, forever, and I think that's really cool to me. I used to get them all the time just because I had a really, you know, I was one of those. Back when I did Minecraft, I was one of those really high-pitched, unexperienced kids that just had no idea what they were getting themselves into. And I'm not gonna lie, I did know kind of what I was getting into because the people I did follow, like Nearby Gamer, they were never like crazy big, like PewDiePie, Markiplier, stuff like that. I always followed people that were a little bit smaller than the mainstream guys, just because I knew that they had worked harder for what they've gotten. They did the work that they needed to do, and they got they got paid back for it, and it makes me feel more. And also another thing is that with smaller YouTubers, you get to interact a lot more with the YouTuber themselves, just because they don't have so many people trying, you know. Because if you're in a live stream and there's like 10,000 people in the chat, you know, there's at least 1,000 messages going through every minute or so. How are you gonna read all those, right? And that's why I like following smaller channels, because like Mathis, Northern Lion is a little bit bigger than I particularly like, just because he does do extremely regular live streams, and I'm sure a lot of people follow those and stuff like that. But yeah, I should kind of stop rambling right here. I should try to fixate myself on one topic and then get done with that topic and go to the next one. Okay, so what were we just talking about? We were talking about, like, I'm having a brain fart. Anyways, the reason why there hasn't been any videos, I realize that I just transitioned really oddly there, but it's whatever. The reason why there hasn't been videos the past couple of days or so is because I started installing my new motherboard. Sadly, definitely very sadly, is that I had to wipe my hard drive, so everything that I've ever had on it, like all the games and stuff, and, you know, software, whatever, got deleted. Even, you know, Windows itself got deleted. So there was nothing left on it at all. It just got completely wiped. or I had to wipe it myself because the motherboard wouldn't read it, or it wouldn't boot off of it because the settings, or the new motherboard was just too different from the original, the first, the one I had in there before I switched it out. I've got this new heatsink in here, which is extremely, like, this thing is huge. Like, it is monstrous. It's got red LEDs. It's the Cooler Master V8 processor heatsink. You guys can look that up. It's a monster. Right now, I'm running at. It's keeping it at, I'm mostly on idle right now, but it's keeping it at a 30 degrees Celsius, which is only like 85 or 86 Fahrenheit, which is basically room temperature sometimes. 70 degrees is about room temperature, but it's only like 15 degrees more than room temperature, which is pretty good. Anyways, that's basically the reason why I haven't had any videos. My drive, I had to wipe my drive, and I had to reinstall Windows. So that's what I've actually been doing all day today, is trying to figure out how to install a Windows, because I don't have I never bought Windows. I don't have Windows, so I had to acquire Windows, if you get my drift. And I had a little bit of troubleshooting to go through that, basically the whole day, installing the motherboard, switching all of my parts over to the new motherboard, installing everything in, plugging up everything, and basically closing it back up. Was really stressful. We started it yesterday. Well, now it's 12:01 a.m., but today is January 30th, so we finished it January 29th on a Thursday, and we started it on Wednesday. We built it for we were making it, I don't know what the term is for it, but we were transferring everything and putting everything on the new motherboard on Wednesday night. Thursday, I actually did everything myself at this point, but I had to put everything, get everything in order, get everything running, plug up all the cables and stuff like that. The motherboard was already installed. I just had to install like the graphics card and get the cables all running around everywhere so that they weren't like I had to plug everything in, like the hard drive and everything, and it was difficult. I can tell you that. And the thing that makes me happy, though, I'm such a tech nerd, right? Like, I am really into this kind of building my own PC thing. I've been building my own PC basically since, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, which isn't that long, honestly. But considering 2 or 3 years ago I was only like 14 or 15, it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with my results now, and I'm able to play most next gen games, considering I'm running on a 3-year-old graphics card, which is, it's not even top of the line either. It's only $200. So I'm in a really good spot right now. Yeah. Anyways, that's basically the reason why there hasn't been videos in the past few days. Wow, this is 18 minutes. Nobody's gonna watch this. This is gonna get like 0 views. Anyways, the live stream is going to happen sometime in the next 2 weeks, just not next week. So look out for that. I'm gonna be, informing you guys, telling you guys what's happening. By the way, guys, follow me on Twitter. I post. My Twitter automatically posts all my videos that I post on YouTube, so it's like it'll kind of inform you better than YouTube does. If you have like Twitter on your mobile account or whatever, or on your mobile phone or something, it'll inform you when I tweet that I have a new video out. And follow me on, or like me on Facebook. I know I don't have that many likes on Facebook. I only have like 10, but it allows me to be able to socialize with the majority of you that are actually involved in the community. And if you guys want to go over to Twitter or Facebook or whatever, I try to post there sometimes. I don't post very often at all. I'm gonna start doing that more often though, just because I'm trying to get more serious into this YouTube thing. And yeah, I don't remember what else I was gonna talk about. Darkwood, I haven't run it yet because I did install it already since I had to wipe everything, but I didn't see if the Steam Cloud carries over my save, so we might have to see whether or not the my save file transfers over still. So we might have to restart Darkwood, and I'll probably just make it season 3, honestly, because nobody's gonna want to start Darkwood, 35 episodes in or whatever, thinking that, I don't know. It's just the way I have it right now is complicated because I had to I got my save wiped and I just continued the episode number, so it got wiped on like episode 9 or something like that, and then I just kept going with that number on to 10 even though I started a new game. Yeah, Darkwood's gonna be, obviously it's gonna keep going because I haven't finished it yet, and I don't think I'll ever finish it, honestly. It keeps going on. But I am gonna finish it eventually. I will not stop until I do. Binding of Isaac, I'm not entirely sure. It's obviously gonna pick up again eventually. I'm just not sure when. Whenever I have the time and if it's comfortable enough for me to get back into at least a semi-regular upload schedule for that kind of video. Right now it's not very stable, just because if I were to start doing that as well as Darkwood, I would have to do almost nearly as twice the work when I have to pre-record everything before I go over to my mom's, because I pre-record like 6 or 7 episodes of Darkwood before I go to my mom's, and that would mean I'd have to at least get like 4 or 5, at least 4 Binding of Isaac episodes with that as well, to at least get a Binding of Isaac episode every other day, at least during that week. This is really long. I'm really sorry. But if you really want, there's going to be some gameplay in the background, so don't worry about that. There'll be something entertaining back there. But yeah, installing this motherboard and crap was just intense. It was nerve-wracking because I've had the motherboard since Christmas, and I just now put it in. I was hoping that it was going to work, and as soon as it didn't boot up into the hard drive that I had Windows, everything installed in and Windows and stuff. I kind of got scared because I would need to find the disk for Windows that I had, try to boot up from that. The disk didn't work. That's the thing. Not saying that was a legal disk either, but whatever. But yeah, it's definitely a weird thing how I decided to do YouTube. It kind of just happened just because I was watching a lot of Minecraft at the time. Just one person, though. It was Nearby Gamer. I keep advertising his channel on here because he was kind of the one who inspired me to do this whole thing. And even though I don't do Minecraft anymore, he actually has completely stopped doing videos, which I'm really unimpressed with. I'm really disappointed in him. I mean, how would you feel if your inspiration to start something stopped doing it, and then you never heard a word from him again? It's kind of stupid that he'd quit his hobby that he was making actually at least a good amount of money on, and then come back and ask for even more amounts of money, even though he does get money from the videos in the first place. So he was asking for more money on top of the revenue that he was getting from the views of the video, at least the cut that he was getting from his network. Another thing I want to talk about real quick is the fact that I'm partnered with Freedom, the network, and I don't know how long I'm going to stay with them. I'm kind of using them as a placeholder right now, just so I can at least collect, some change, some extra spare change, see how much I can, collect over the next you know, months or so, whatever. I'm just using it as a kind of a place where I can set up a PayPal account and get, because I don't make much money off of this. Obviously, I don't make any money. Basically, I probably have enough money right now in my PayPal account to buy, you know, a couple pieces of gum or something, or, you know, 1 or 2 packs of gum. But that's a funny thing, though. You know, even with 200 subscribers, you can at least buy something with the amount of money you make. And that's the thing. Once I start getting bigger, it's just, YouTube is such a nice, cool thing, because it, you know, you can never stop growing. You never really truly stop growing, because the longer, you know, the longer you're on YouTube, you know, there's always a chance that, you know, Google might go bankrupt or whatever, and YouTube might get shut down, but I really highly doubt that, because Google is a super company and whatever. But you know, the longer that you're on YouTube, just think about how many people a year get access to the internet, get access to, you know, video games and stuff like that. How many people a year, you know, start playing video games and watching YouTube for the very first time, get access to the internet for the very first time. And you know, there's 7 billion people on this planet or so, and that's quite a bit, considering PewDiePie only has 28, you know, or 30 million or something like that, and that's barely any of the entire world's population. And considering that every year or so, you know, many more people keep getting access to the internet, and it just, the YouTube user base keeps growing and growing. It's kind of ridiculous to think that you can never stop growing your channel, because the YouTube user base never stops growing either. Oh wow, okay, I really need to stop talking. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the background. I think it's going to be Dying Light, most likely. I've been having quite a bit of fun with that game lately. It's an extreme game. It's definitely a crazy fun game, and I've been recording this update video for 27 minutes. 27 minutes of just pure voice thank you-ness and, you know, wonderful my stuff. Anyways, future channel stuff that I might be doing, I have no idea, because first of all, I never know when I'm gonna finish Darkwood, since I might even have to restart Darkwood again, which isn't gonna be very fun, because it's sad, but you know, I couldn't have stopped it. But I'm never gonna stop playing Darkwood until I at least finish it, and at least until I get really tired of it again, because I did get tired of it during the first season. That's why I stopped it, because it was just getting extremely repetitive, and I had no idea what I was doing, honestly. But yeah, live stream gonna happen the next couple weeks or whatever. The reason why I didn't make any videos was because I had to wipe my hard drive, and I was installing my new motherboard and heatsink or whatever, stuff like that. That's basically what this whole video is about. Other, you know, just kind of like a rant about what I think about YouTube and what other people do to get noticed, and how I do it, because I don't do it. I don't comment on people's stuff asking for, you know, to check out my channel, because it's basically piggybacking on the success of other people just to make your own. And I feel like making your own success from complete scratch will be much, you know, extremely more rewarding to, you know, tell people, you know, tell your you know, once you do, you know, get to that like 20,000 mark or whatever, you know, you've got 20,000 people that you can say, I got legitimately. You didn't use anybody else's, you know, influence just to get your own influence. You know, you made your own influence, right? It's basically like you made your own community, instead of using other people's communities to drag people in just because you have, you know, similar content or whatever. It's not moral for me. 30 minutes, wow, okay. I need to stop rambling and whatever. Anyways, thank you guys for 200 subscribers. I plan to be doing this for 500, 750, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. I'm going to not stop doing this YouTube thing ever. I'm not planning on it. It's something that I really enjoy, and I love interacting with new people. It's such a awesome feeling to have some new guy come along and say, "Hey, I subbed. I liked your video," and maybe give you a tip or something, and then just be like, "I think you'll be very successful." And somebody did say that not too long ago, and it made me feel really good because he said that I have a feeling you'll become big, or something like that, and I said, I think so too, man. Thank you so much. I'm never gonna stop until that's reality. And obviously that's not a direct quote, but that's just how I feel on this whole entire subject, is that YouTube is such a nice place, and however violent people can make criticisms, unconstructive, destructive criticism is actually a very prevalent thing in the YouTube community, which I haven't had much of. Honestly, I haven't had very much at all of deconstructive criticism. It's very less for me because I don't have much of a user base, or much of a viewer base. But thank you for 200 subscribers. Sorry there hasn't been any videos for the past couple of days. I'm hoping to maybe get one up tomorrow. I'm not sure. And then I also have to get some gameplay footage, or I have to get the game installed to be able to get the gameplay footage to put in the background of this audio. So it might take a little bit longer than normal for me to get this update video up. So yeah. Alright. Again, I'm going to say it. Thank you, everybody, for 200 subscribers. I'm gonna be here forever. Don't think I'm ever gonna quit this damn thing, because I've already put too much of my life and money into this computer just to be able to do this kind of stuff. So, I'm not saying I'm obligated. I feel like I'm obligated to do it. I'm just saying, it's a nice thing to be able to do for people. Making people happy. Just by commentating over you playing a game, which is something I already do anyways, just having to talk a little bit more out loud over it. And it is a little bit more exhausting than if you're just playing the game, but whatever. I guess I have to get used to it, because I'm not very used to it, because I always take these breaks. Anyways, I've been talking for 32 minutes. I'm gonna stop now. Thank you for 200 subscribers again. And I hope to see you in the next video that I do. Probably going to be Darkwood, most likely. Probably going to be Season 3. Even though there's no real, super good reason to start it. Except for the fact that my save, is probably most likely deleted. But yeah. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next episode of, most likely Darkwood or whatever I do. I'll see you there. Alright, guys. Later.